Welcome back to HotRodGuyGarage. This is going to be another episode on 66 Mustang, so follow me along. Alright guys, so 66, I took it to the drag strip last night. Just a Tuesday night street drag kind of deal. Low prep. Not really concerned with this car because it will pretty much hook in a mud hole. But this video is going to mark the last drag strip trip for the LS and the 66 Mustang. Now, if you remember back when I put this in here, this was a temporary solution to a problem that we created ourselves by breaking the Turbo 300. So, currently the plans are, the Turbo 300 is going to go back in this car, but we'll talk about it a little bit more after we get back from the drag strip passes. So guys, the moral of this story is I'm just not really happy with the performance of it. An engine that I personally know has been 670s in a 3,000 pound car now barely musters to run low 7s and 8 mile on nitrous. When I say on nitrous, I mean it tries to work, but it don't work. It's got a nitrous outlet stinger plate on it with 150 horse jets in it. The engine acts like it's got nothing on it. I have tried to sort through the issues. I have tested solenoids. I have checked plate flow. I have checked the main line. I have swapped bottles. It just don't get no better. For whatever reason, it'll work when you test it, and then when you get the car out in the real world environment, it'll initially try and you can feel it start to work, and then it don't. So that's coming out. I'm just not happy with it. I'm going to pull this motor down over the winter. We're going to go through it and see what's wrong, if anything, as the camera, does its thing. To see if anything's even wrong with it. In the background, I pulled the timing cover off of it. I've had the valve covers off of it. I've looked and compression tested it. I had checked everything. I have revised the tune 2 or 3 times. It just don't pick up. And part of it is the Power Glide transmission. Part of it was the 4L60E transmission. The 4L60E is a bunch of power and has a giant RPM drop. The Power Glide, we lose that first gear ratio, and even with the 430 gear in the back, we just don't have that start line ratio where it's ideal, where the car can get down the track. Along with some torque converter issues. The right torque converter will make or break a combination, and this is totally the wrong torque converter. This converter was built for a 4th gen F body with a 6 liter with a buttload of nitrous, and it is behind a 5.3 and a lighter car with hardly any. So you get a giant RPM drop on the 1-2 shift. That don't really affect us all that much in 8th mile, because at the shift point of 8,000 RPM that I'm shifting this thing at, you're pretty much at the lights on the 1-2 shift. And I know that kind of sounds crazy, but that's 8th mile life. To be ideal, this thing would probably need a 600 gear in it, another custom built converter, and figure out what's wrong with nitrous to actually make it work and run as it should. So the easy answer here is to pull this engine out. We're going to go through it, like I said, over the winter, see what it looks like after 8,000 miles that I'd put on it, a green Torino. And we're going to put the Turbo 300 back in it, which I do believe will pair well with everything else other than the gear. I'm going to pull the 430 gear out of it and step the gear back down. Probably something in the 350-ish range. I just think that would work better. So that's it, guys. Short video, not a whole lot of expectations. Say goodbye. Everybody hated the LS swap. Some of you loved it, some of you hated it. It's coming back out. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button, share it with your friends. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you at the next one, guys.